There's some sexy Pokemon out there. Jinx. She got those dick-sucking lips.
That's right. Welcome to the podcast, everybody. This is actually, I think, number 10. I have another one that's unpublished at the time of recording, but I'm going to work on first.
Is that with Annika, my arch nemesis? I'm coming for you.
No, it's my friend Emmett.
Oh.
We did one last Friday, and I kept putting off doing it.
Friday.
Because I was pretty lazy this week.
Yeah? Pretty lazy every week.
Well, not every week, but
I'm just kidding. He's a hard worker.
well, I wouldn't go that far, but
You got a group of very loud people upstairs, too. Some undesirables.
Yeah. They're just, they're playing a game of pool, and it's obviously fun.
And they're very excited about it.
Yeah, and they're like right above us. But, it's not like we're recorded in there.
You can probably still, you think they can hear it through the podcast, on the podcast?
They might. If someone hits another good score, they're going to hear it.
Okay. Yeah.
Sounds like they're shooting Maury up there. But, Is that your second one?
My second monster.
Wow, he just chugged one.
Oh, I heard the owner doesn't, or the creator, the CEO doesn't even drink
No, he probably doesn't.
monsters. Have you heard that rumor? There's like bull semen in it.
No, what's bullshit.
That's why I said a rumor.
No, but it's just bad for you. Like, I remember a bunch of kids died when I was in high school. Not at my high school, but like all over the country. Because kids would drink like 15 of those at a party, and then they get all like hammered on, vodka. Like, people always get like Red Bull like shots all the time.
But there's so much stuff that's bad for you, and that's where you draw the line, is at monsters.
Well, not fucking 5 of them while you're drinking alcohol. They had to like redo the recipe because like kids kept killing themselves.
Too much bull semen.
Yeah, well, it's caffeine. People buy powdered caffeine, so that they can like study for their tests and whatnot, and they OD and they kill themselves.
People do that for working out too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's one, because I used to work at GNC, and there's this one brand that give like soldiers loved it, and they were just on it all the time. I forget the name of it. Their hearts would just like stop because it just like jacked them up too much.
Yeah, you can definitely get addicted to that sort of shit, especially if you're some sort of like soldier and you've like trained yourself to keep on going.
Yeah. Could you be a soldier? Could you shoot someone, Levi?
I could shoot somebody, but I definitely couldn't be a soldier.
I could shoot someone too.
Yeah, I feel like I could. I mean, I feel like it wouldn't be that hard to do.
Wouldn't be hard, no.
It's like dealing with it is another thing. Like, but I could definitely like live with myself. But I know I'd think about it.
I can deal with it. I mean, if it's someone coming after me trying to like fucking take me out, I wouldn't have a problem doing that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, definitely. Or like, look, when someone breaks into your house, that's when like some of the most horrible shit happens.
That's scary.
So what are you gonna do?
You're gonna hold them down and fuck them. You rape them. It's
I know.
Your house.
Hold them at gunpoint. I know.
Take your pants off, boy.
I know. Wrong house.
Wrong house.
Annika, get the gimp. It's a Pulp Fiction reference for everybody.
It's a great movie.
Yeah, I never want to watch another Quentin Tarantino movie ever again. It's so 2000s.
Did you hear that Bill
Belichick?
No.
Patriots
God
coach.
damn it. He was in Pulp Fiction. Bald guy. Bill.
Paxton?
I was going to talk about that. I was setting up a joke, and he fucked me up. But yeah, Bill Paxton did die.
Yeah, a guy from Aliens and a bunch of shit. He was in RoboCop, I think. And he was in Predators 2.
He was in Titanic.
He was in Titanic?
Yeah, he was. He's not in it for long. He's like, at the very beginning, he's the guy looking for the diamond in the sea. And he finds that old lady. He's like, "Where is it, you bitch? Where's the diamond?" She's like, "Oh, I threw it. I just fucking threw it in the ocean for some reason." And he's like, "God damn it."
And she like carries around a goldfish with her. And if you really cared about a goldfish, you wouldn't have it in a fucking bowl.
Yeah. I had a goldfish in a bowl.
Yeah, it died, didn't it?
It did die.
Yeah, it's because they need to... Well, they belong in ponds, really, technically. But if you're going to have a goldfish... If you're going to have a goldfish, you need to put it in like at least a 15-gallon that it's going to outgrow because they get fucking huge. But no one knows that because they put them in bowls and they die.
Do you think fish have souls?
No, I don't think humans have souls.
What about dogs?
No,
Dogs,
neither.
Dogs have souls.
No, dogs are just really nice, but they don't have souls.
You can tell like the emotion on a dog though.
Look,
you can tell when it's sad. You can tell when it's happy.
Let me tell you something. My mom doesn't have a soul. My grandma doesn't have a soul. My kid's not gonna have a soul. I don't have a soul. Hanukkah doesn't have a soul. You don't have a soul.
Y'all have souls.
No one has a soul. What's a soul? Where is it? What is it?
Not a soul. I don't mean... Mm-hmm. I mean, like... fuck me.
You mean they have charisma.
This is going way too deep.
All you mean is dogs have charisma. Because they have little eyebrow-like objects and they can make little faces at you. It doesn't mean they have souls.
What's another word for it? What's the atheist word for it?
I don't know. Consciousness?
I guess that'd be it. Consciousness, yeah.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, no, everything has souls. I mean, not supernaturally, but of course there's like a soul. Because there's soulless people. I don't know, soul
like
is...
Elliot Rogers. Yeah. Looking right at you, bud.
No, he's...
Asshole.
He's looking up at us now from hell.
Do you think animals feel pain differently from us?
No. I think they might feel it a lot worse than us because, you know, like how dogs are all in the moment. So if, like, they're in pain, it must be like, oh, my God. Like, all that it is.
Because I saw some video of some animal that got hurt, and they just don't even acknowledge it. Like, this one fucking cheetah had, like, these huge porcupine...
needles in it.
Quills just sticking out all over him, and he's just acting like...
Yeah, they might have
I saw that happen to a dog, too. Just hundreds all over his face, and he's just, like, acting like it's not there.
Well, pit bulls are trained to ignore pain, which is why they're hard to take off at 3-year-olds. But,
Oh, Jesus.
I know.
Levi.
Well, people buy pit bulls, and, like, they take pictures of them with, like, their kids. And it's like, oh, he's the perfect dog. He ain't gonna do nothing. And then when they're not looking, he chews off a baby's toes that got left in a cradle or something.
Are you pro or anti-pit bull?
Well, here's the thing about pit bulls. They're fine dogs, and like all big dogs, they require a lot of responsibility. But pit bulls have this image about them that I think attracts people who are the least responsible and really shouldn't even have any dogs. But, you know, they should at least have a small dog that, you know, if they're not going to train, then it's not a big deal if it bites someone. Whereas if you have a pit bull and you train it bad or whatever, it could easily kill somebody.
Yeah.
So it's similar to having a handgun.
Have you seen those pit bull dachshund mixes?
They must be cute.
It's a real thing. I'll show you a picture. But I just pulled this up. The Science of Suffering is well documented in the book of the same name by Patrick Wall. We know that animals certainly feel physical pain, but what is less clear is whether this emotional suffering that we feel can be said to be true of animals. I don't even know what that means.
Like,
and if it is, how we go about measuring it.
Like, I don't think dogs feel bad if another dog fucks in front of it. They'll just wait their turn. Of course, there's people like that, but you know what I mean. Like, there's soulless people, polyamorous people.
Polyamor? What's that?
It's people that are all like, well, I'm in a relationship with Todd, and Todd is kind of with Becky and Samantha. They kind of have a thing, and we're in a pod, like a little group of people that fuck each other.
That's weird.
Yeah, there's like a TLC show about it.
Sister Wives.
There was a different one. Like, it was, I don't even worse than Sister Wives. It was like LA type people, not just like a religious nut asshole. Sister Wives. I can't believe that asshole.
Yeah.
I thought polygamy was illegal. How does he have a reality show?
I don't know, because this is their religion, so they hide behind that, I think. I don't know.
But he's still not. I mean, and they each have their own house, and they're all miserable. Like,
yeah.
So they must be those FLDS Mormons that are like really bad.
They are.
That are like evil because they follow like a horrific cult leader.
Yeah, who is that? Have you ever heard that one Mormon leader, Jeff Warren? I think
that is exactly who I'm talking about.
He was a bad boy. Having sex with little boys.
Yeah, he had a dress code as an excuse to take kids into his office and shut the door.
Yeah, and he, something about woman. Like, he wouldn't really let the men near the woman.
Yeah, like they would, like they have a whole system and there's a bunch of guys under him and they're all old and they'll take guys like Jeff and they'll send them off to go work at an oil camp, you know, so, but then they'll marry all of like their granddaughters off to each other.
Yeah.
So it's pretty fucked up. And then the guys that don't say anything, you know, as they get older, they'll go into those positions, you know. And then they'll move people to Mexico to hide them from the U.S. government.
But, dude, that guy had, like, a grip on his little town. He had, like, cronies and...
The cops were
everyone
FLDS.
Yeah, the cops were
I watched a 2-hour documentary about it.
Yeah.
It was pretty fucked up. I think like the main Mormon church might want to go in there with like machine guns and just clear them all out.
I don't know. They might go in there and give them high fives. Good job.
All right, kind of breaking the ice for us.
Yeah.
No, that guy was fucked up, and most Mormons I don't think are like that.
How can you be? I don't understand. You like to have sex with little boys, but you also like to have sex with grown women?
Well, it's called being a fucking demented asshole. I mean, it's this. It was probably wasn't much of a difference to him. Like, he probably pumped women more as like he'd probably gone beyond that because he realized, oh, I could have all the women I want. So like usually when like a straight guy moves to pumping little boys in the ass, to turn a phrase, it's
pumping little boys in the ass.
It's an expression of his power and him being above the regular people, because he's in this such special place that he can like partake
in the forbidden fruit.
Yes, of boy asses.
People are weird, man.
I know, and pedophiles do not differentiate between male or female because the child's body is pretty similar gender to gender, so they usually don't care. And he'd like get married to like 12-year-olds. And I heard this recording, and this was in the documentary I watched. At first, the state, because, the government's all in this town was all fucking FLDS. So they're like, oh, no, this evidence isn't going to work. So they, he gets off easy. And then, like, some prosecutor listens to it. It's like, oh, no. So they do it again, and they submit this tape that was withheld last time. Jeez. And it's a recording of him consummating a marriage with a 12-year-old. So all his wives are around her, and it's like a candlelit room, and there's like a bed from the 1800s kind of looking bed, right? And
what the fuck?
They're all praying, all creepy and whispery around her, and they're like, all right, okay, God,
fuck
amen.
That's weird.
And he takes the little girl and he starts raping her, and
that's something straight out of a fucking horror movie.
Yeah, so he starts raping her. He's like, does that feel good? And you can hear her little curl voice just go, yeah.
Oh my God.
And she sounds scared to death. And it's just this horrible, like, religious, ritualistic rape. And it is horrific. In fact, I'm going to have to put trigger warnings at the beginning of this when I do an intro.
Yeah, probably.
Because that's a fucked up story.
Yeah. You really should. That was pretty bad.
I know. Oh, man, I'm not even gonna put the recording. I'm not even gonna put the audio in there because it's fucked. I'll find a link to like the trailer of that documentary because that whole story is all fucked up.
No, and leave everything the way it is. I like it.
And he still controls like that FLDS. FLDS is.
I thought his son controls it now.
Well, he controls it from prison.
Oh.
He's still sending like coded because the guy was all North Korea paranoid, So he had like all these little systems worked out, and he was telling, and of course he was always telling people, it's the end times, and they're gonna make me admit to things that I hadn't do. And the guy was so fucking creepy, and people still follow him, like to this day.
It doesn't get much to get people to follow you.
No,
you just gotta stand up.
And once you just brainwash them to think that you're right all the time, everything else just kind of falls into place.
Yeah. I can be a cult leader. Have we talked about this?
We've brought it up. We've thought about it. We've pondered it before. It would definitely. It cannot be easy because it reminds me a lot of pimping. It's the same. It's the mind games. That is the central thing to pimping, is to always like play mind games with a woman. And if you're a cult leader, you're going to have to play mind games with people to make sure they're always confused, they're always doubting their own judgment, and believing yours.
Yeah. I don't have anything to add to that.
Yeah, well, I've thought about this. Like, I don't know what I'm going to do. Like, I don't know what I'm going to do long term, so.
You're going to work at UIA with me, that's what you're going to do.
What's been going on this week? All kinds of Trump shit, I guess, but I don't pay attention to the news, so.
That lady was on the couch with her knees.
Oh, yeah, I remember about
Everyone's freaking out about it.
Yeah, so what was her deal?
I have no idea. I just saw the picture, and everyone's pissed off about it.
Yeah, they should have covered.
The left's throwing a huge, giant fucking fit about it. And the right's like, oh, it's fine. I'm like, you guys are ridiculous.
Well, like, what, should she have covered her stumps or something? Is that what they were saying?
No. What? No.
Because I thought that was outrageous. Like, ugh, come on, I don't want to see her fucking... Don't make me think about that.
I thought it kind of bugged me seeing her sitting like... She looked like a 5-year-old. You're in the White House. Sit proper. What the fuck are you doing?
Oh, she probably can't because she doesn't have legs.
She has legs.
Well, she doesn't have the lower half of her legs.
Yes, she does.
Well, wasn't her legs blued off? Like
no, she has legs.
Oh.
She's not an amputee. Maybe she is.
I think
that's not.
Hold on.
I'm going to look this shit up.
He's looking this up right now. We're going to have to figure out this lady's name.
I don't even know. Her name's... Lady sits on White House couch.
Like it's like a Jimmy Kimmel show or something.
Kellyanne Conway. Yeah, she has both her legs. She's not an amputee. She's like the main...
Oh, she's from Fox News.
Yeah, no, she's not from... Is she? Kellyanne...
We're figuring this out, people.
Conway couch. Here we go. Yeah, she has legs. She's just tucked under.
Oh, that looked weird. I thought she was a double amputee or whatever.
No,
I thought she like, got her legs blued off.
No, she's just sitting there like a fucking 5-year-old.
Felt like a Japanese machine gun. Blew off her legs.
Yeah, there's her feet right there. Her little feetsies.
Oh.
Why would you kneel on the couch like that? In the White House? During a meeting?
Yeah, that's weird. She's like sitting... How do I put the way she's sitting? How do I say this?
Braziers on the bottom? Is that what it should be?
Yeah, she's sitting slutfully.
Slutfully?
Yeah.
I see a picture. Yeah, there's been a meme going around where it says Brazzers.
Yeah,
I don't know how you pronounce that name.
Brazzers.
Brazzers.
It's one of those names you read but you don't pronounce. You know,
Why?
It's one of those words you always read but you never are allowed.
Why would she sit like that?
Well, she might have just sat like that for a second.
No, because there's more pictures of her taking pictures. She's kind of doing her thing.
Maybe she's trying to hook herself a powerful man.
I have all these black men.
Are they all black?
They're all black.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, man. What was going on in this room?
You just mean with black people to prove that he's not racist.
Is calling it out sexist? Jesus Christ, people need to get a fucking life. I wish like a war would start so there'd be some real news.
Yeah.
I fucking hate this bullshit. Is this sexist? Someone's all like, you can't say sail someone down the river anymore. Because that's a racist word.
Yeah, I know. Everything's racist or sexist now.
I mean, that is, like, racist, because, like, to be sold down the river is, like, oh, that guy sold me down the river. It's like he sold you like a slave.
Is that saying? Is that
yeah.
Thing? I didn't know that.
You know? No.
Huh.
Yeah, and cotton picking. Someone saying, give me a cotton picking minute. That goes back to slavery days, because, like, cotton picking...
Cotton picking.
Yeah, because cotton picking is, like, the worst fucking job in the world. Especially before, like, the cotton gin. It was, like, the worst thing in the world. Because you have to pick up, like, this little plant matter. And you have to separate that from the cotton and all the seeds. So you'd have to be doing that in the water. Because, like, it's like a rice paddy. And cotton plants are sharp. So, like, it cuts...
Cutting your fingers all day?
Yeah.
Won't your fingers get all calloused after a while?
Yeah, but, after a while, like, probably while you're a child when you start doing it.
What age do they make child
slaves? As soon as they could. They'd be hanging off their moms, so, like, you'd be out there picking. Pretty horrible. Slavery sucked.
Yeah, fuck slavery.
It wasn't even a good situation for, if poor white people who didn't own slaves, because if some slave ran away, you'd get drafted for slave patrol, and you'd have to, like...
Thought patrol?
No, slave patrol. And you'd have to, like, look for slaves on your own time for a rich guy. And because it was like a community service, you can't have a Negro running on the loose.
Remember that time we put Japanese people in internment camps?
Yeah, because they're sneaky.
Sneaky Japs.
You couldn't trust them.
Couldn't trust them, no.
Yeah, who cares that he's a dentist and he's been here for years? Although there was extensive use of spies during the Pearl Harbor attack. So
was there? How do you know? You don't know that.
Well, there was a book I read by people who were like, sending. A guy sent a message, and it was Tora, 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 which meant to attack.
Eggplant, eggplant, eggplant? Is that what you sent?
I guess. Is that what that means? But, yeah. So, and then the Pearl
What was
Harbor
the
thing.
Japanese internment camps like? Was it all nice and happy? Like,
It probably wasn't very nice, and then
on the same level as concentration camps?
Well, the thing is like...
Piles of dead Japanese people?
No, it wasn't that bad, but I mean, it could have been that bad if we started losing the war and we couldn't like provide for them and we still didn't trust them. Then they'd just start withering away and dying. That's what happened to a lot of people in World War One that were in German prison camps.
World War. That's when we introduced bio.
Yeah, like gas.
Yeah, that stuff was bad, wasn't it? Like just
yeah, it was bad.
Fuck you up.
There was phosphine gas, which was made from chlorine. It was like the byproduct of like a chlorine plant. So you would you breathe this stuff in, and you couldn't launch it because of like the rules of war. You couldn't just send at first anyway. You wouldn't just launch it out of a thing. You'd open up a disc, and then you'd wait for the wind to be right. You'd open up this container. You'd unscrew the little disc thing, and the wind would just blow it. This green, heavy gas. Yeah. And then the first people to be gassed were the Canadians. And they didn't understand what was happening until it was too late.
These poor syrup drinking bastards.
Yeah, and they only had, the only thing they could do for a while was just, wet a little bit of flannel. That was all you could do. And then there was mustard gas. And what mustard gas would do is you'd breathe it in, and then it would eat itself out of your flesh.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, and it would, get stuck on your clothes, and it would freeze. And then you'd go back into, your bunk, and then you wouldn't wake up because it had thawed out and a whole bunch of gas filled the place.
Jesus Christ, fuck that.
Yeah, and it would blind you. Like Hitler got blinded by mustard gas for a while. It was pretty fucked up. That stuff was bad. And we still have bad stuff like that. VX, nerve agent, was used to kill Kim Jong-un's brother.
Oh,
recently.
I heard about that.
Yeah, two ladies
Who
said...
killed him? Was it a sexy girl? I heard
it
that's
was
the rumor.
Two sexy girls were told they were going to be on a reality TV prank show,
And the prank is killing Kim Jong-un's brother.
Well, yeah, they thought, oh, you're going to put this lotion on him and he's going to be all sticky. No, they put the gloves on and there was VX nerve agent.
So the girls didn't know?
No, apparently not.
But they were executed.
They're going to be.
Yeah.
If they don't get found guilty, they're going to be hung because it's Malaysia.
They're going to get killed no matter what.
Probably. I mean, and then the embassy shut down and all the people there that planned it just fled.
What's I'm going to look this up. What's Kim Jong-un's?
Just Kim Jong-un's half brother.
I don't even know. Kim Jong-un half
brother.
Yeah,
North Korea is fucked up as shit. That place is a mess. And, the reason why they threatened with war is because they know that they would lose the war instantly, but it'd be a gigantic fucking humanitarian crisis. And no one wants any more refugees. No. Especially South Korea. They have their own economic problems as it is. So people are like, well, just keep giving the regime money and stuff and food and just keep them going because we don't want to fucking deal with that shit. China doesn't want all those North Koreans. South Korea doesn't want them. It's a bunch of brainwashed people that are malnourished and traumatized. It'd be a fucking disaster.
Is it true that they're not allowed to have internet?
No. It's why they're their technology gets held back is really bad.
Do they think they know anything about the outside fucking...
People will take discs, those little, USB drives.
Yeah.
And they'll put movies and stuff on them, and they'll send them, on balloons into North Korea. It's because,
it's that tight. That's weird.
And they send them dollars and stuff. The currency in North Korea is American dollars.
Really?
Yeah, because that's the only thing that's, worth anything, that anyone will take anything for. So, with a dime, you can buy, a meal. For the day.
No one can get out of North Korea, can they?
Well, they'll shoot you on the Chinese side, then on the South Korean side, it's all landmined, and...
So these people are 100% trapped, and they have no information coming in either.
Very, very little.
And no information going out.
And if they get caught with any of that information, they can be sentenced to a gulag, where they have the 3-generation rule, where your grandparents, or your great-grandparents... and then your children or your grandchildren, all your extended family, all go to the gulag. And we'll all be worked to death and starved to death. We'll have to eat grass and bark and stuff.
So weird.
Yeah.
Why? Why are they just completely shut out like that?
Well, it's because of this very weak government apparatus run by, what's basically a party, or, honestly, it's like a dynasty, like a royal dynasty. at this point. And they're just running it, you know.
Huh.
They're almost like, you know, so like they have all kinds of crime and internet theft that they use. Like identity theft is a huge fucking industry there. There's all kinds of like drugs. They have very little arable land because North Korea is extremely mountainous. And they built this giant People's Dam of great North Korea, you know, greatness, like, you know, to the worker. It's this big, stupidly huge dam that just blocks off this bay. So every time, like, it rains or whatever, salt water floods, like, all this, like, good land.
Jeez.
I know. So and it was illegal to grow your own food because the government's supposed to take care of everyone.
Oh, my God, dude.
Yeah, so...
Bro.
So we send them all kinds of... Like, the world sends them all kinds of... like aid, like rice and MREs and stuff, and then the government takes it and sells it to people. Like government officials are like constantly stealing shit and selling it to other people.
Don't they have nuclear weapons too?
Yeah, kind of, but they really suck and they really couldn't do anything. The threat.
Why are we not freaked out more by North Korea having nuclear weapons?
Because they're like,
or on the they're getting close.
Because they can't really hit America. Like they're kind of a threat to Japan or to South Korea mainly. And it's because of their conventional weapons. They are old, but it is enough to turn South Korea into a lake of fire.
Yeah.
But we have like 50,000 guys there. So the minute they tried something, we'd immediately be up their ass. And they have 7 million guys, but you know, how much food can they make? How much, you know, like how much of war can they put out?
Yeah.
Not very much. So it'd be like a bad day. But they'd get wrapped up pretty fast, like the strategic bombing. Because, you know, people have poured over this, what to do for the past 50 years. They'd be so fucked. But what we're worried about is that they might have tunnels dug. We've discovered some.
Tunnels dug to where?
To South Korea. Because the DMZ, the border, is like... It's called the demilitarized zone, but ironically, it's the most militarized, like, border in the entire world.
Huh.
Yeah. God, North Korea... is a mess.
Aren't they hiding behind Russia too?
Here's the thing. China is kind of like their boss. China has the gas pipelines.
Yeah.
Come from China. So if North Korea got too out of hand, China's not going to support them. They're just going to shut off the gas and be like, all right, you going to behave?
Yeah.
Yeah, China doesn't want them to collapse because they already get enough North Koreans. They have enough people. They don't want them. They'll shoot people trying to get into China.
They sound like they need a Donald Trump.
China, they don't need a Donald Trump. They have like
get rid of all those North Koreans.
They might. Well, they like the government in North Korea. I saw this Vice documentary. They send guys out. They send North Koreans out to Siberia to cut wood that ends up in IKEA furniture.
Huh.
So they're basically just slaves.
That blows.
Yeah, I know.
Speaking of documentaries, I just saw one about the deep web.
Oh, yeah?
And I was talking about the Silk Road. Have you heard about that?
No, yeah, I remember. I looked at it one time.
I don't understand. So these people download a Tor and they get access to the deep web. So you can just buy drugs or whatever and it's untraceable completely? How is that even possible?
It's not completely untraceable, no. Well, for starters, it might have just been a honeypot by the government. And secondly, if you'd use bitcoins.
I don't understand how bitcoins work either.
Yeah, it's complicated. I understood it
because you have to do something. You have to like kind of hack your own bank account. Is that right?
No.
Not hack your own bank account, but to do something so you can transfer the money and it'll be encrypted.
Well, there's people that'll buy it for money. They'll give it to you. I don't know. It's creepy. Doesn't really make a whole lot of sense because it's like economics. So
how much does a Bitcoin cost?
It's been a while since I even checked, so they might be worth a whole lot. But you can break a Bitcoin into like any number of pieces.
Can you?
Yeah, it's one of the things that's kind of interesting about them. I don't know. But they're very easy to track.
$1,270 US.
Yeah, last time I checked a couple years
Bitcoin.
ago, they were like $800, and sometimes they'd gone down to $300.
Huh.
Yeah, it would have been really nice before everyone knew about those to get into it. Yeah, and then on the deep web, there's tons of child pornography. Like, I guess that's where people go to get it. And then people in like China and Venezuela, I guess, or places where they have like oppressive governments, they use it to communicate because normal internet is, watched by the government fiercely. So is what it is. But I wouldn't do anything illegal on tour just because, chances are it's a honeypot, which is something the government sets up to catch people. So I wouldn't want to fucking ever get involved in that shit because, like, I don't know, like, if you want to buy drugs from somebody, you find the most scumbag person you know, you ask them. If they don't know, they know someone who knows.
I guess that's true.
And you just keep going down the chain. Eventually, you'll find the drugs you want.
You're old-fashioned.
That's how you do it.
No, it's all about the deep web now.
No, it's not. Like, Silk Road got shut down.
Pony Express. That's where you get your drugs.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like that would be asking for trouble.
No, you'll be fine.
No?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really have any use for drugs anyway. I mean, they're bad,
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are very bad.
They'll mess up your life. You can't.
Did you want to talk about those Injunes still?
Oh, yeah. I watched this thing. Oh, boy. There's this YouTube channel called History Buffs, and this British guy, he does historical reviews. Are you going to rip that up, too?
No.
All right, good. He's messing with my fucking...
Oh, is this yours?
Yes.
I was wondering where this came from.
Yeah, it goes to the cord for this.
Because I broke your last one.
Yeah, you broke the last one. Yeah.
Okay. Keep going.
Anyway, so History Buffs. And he made this review of Dances with Wolves, which is like, that's the original version of Avatar.
Yeah.
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 But it was with Sioux Indians.
That and Pocahontas.
Yeah. And so it was pretty cool. Those poor fucking Indians, though. The Plains Indians really got a bad deal. Like, we made all kinds of deals with them.
All Indians got bad deal.
Yeah. Like, we make deals with them. Like, oh yeah, so no one's supposed to settle your land, and if anyone does anything wrong, we'll punish our own people, that violates these laws. And of course, they don't. And some guy, shoots an Indian over a cow, and they wanted to trade him. Like, all right, sorry we ate your cow. We'll give you furs and shit. It's worth the money. He's like, I need $25 cash. And it's like, well, they're Indians. They don't have $25 cash.
And 25 seashells.
So, they'd have furs and stuff that were worth a lot of money.
I heard they use seashells as currency.
Well, some did on, the fucking coast of blah, 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 but not, Plains Indians.
Oh, Plains Indians.
That's different.
Probably use squirrels as currency.
They probably use blankets and horses. Yeah, the guy, the Indian wanted to give him some furs, a blanket, and, 3 horses for 1 cow.
What?
Which, yeah, I think is a pretty good deal. Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Are you joking with me right now?
3 horses for 1 cow? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's more than that. Didn't you say blankets and stuff?
Yeah, and some blankets and shit. So you get extra shit.
That's not fair.
Plus 3 plus 3 horses for a cow. And then, anyway, so a bunch of aggression happened. Some poor Indian got shot. So the Indians, did, a vengeance killing. So, the cavalry got involved and pushed them off their land. It happened, 3 fucking times. I don't know. Eventually, they just... Man, they just kind of disappeared. The buffalo disappeared for a long time.
Buffalo.
Yeah, did you know 60 million of those things used to just run across the Great Plains?
Yeah,
and
leave. Beautiful.
Yeah, leather tanners figured out how to make good leather out of their hides. So, people were just, one guy shot 40,000 of them himself.
I heard that story, actually.
Yeah, and there's, a famous picture of him sitting on a big old pile.
What a fucking asshole. Were the buffaloes endangered species?
And they're coming back. And they were almost extinct. Now they're coming back.
Have you seen that movie Apocalypto?
Yeah, yeah.
Mel Gibson movie?
Apocalypto.
That was a great movie.
That was a great movie.
I love that movie.
Did you know it's also retarded?
It's great and also retarded?
Yeah.
How is it great and also retarded?
Well, it was also, I learned this from that History Buffs channel, but it's it takes place about the Maya, right?
Yeah.
During the fall of their civilization. The Mayan civilization fell in 900 AD. You know what? And then he sees Spanish ships, from Castile, which didn't exist till, the the 1400s, 15, so he sees a ship from the 1500s, but it's the Mayan civilization that fell in the 900s, and the things about the Mayan civilization falling. So that's retarded.
Don't question it. Just
yeah, see, that's what Mel Gibson wants you to do.
don't think about it.
Yeah, exactly. It is a good movie. It's awesomely violent and
It's very violent, Jesus.
and really cool and like really exciting. And
Mel Gibson's a psycho, but he can direct some good fucking movies.
he can. You ever seen Passion of the Christ?
Yeah, I didn't like Passion of the Christ.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
I didn't like seeing my Lord hurt like that.
It's so weird. Like everyone in my family was like
Reviewing it.
No, they were like rededicating their lives to Jesus.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because everyone was crying so hard because look what Jesus went through.
Yeah.
Those Romans beat the living shit out of him.
Yeah, that's like a snuff film.
I know.
Just watching Jesus get his ass kicked for like
2 hours, 2.5 hours.
No, I thought it was kind of boring. I don't
Yeah.
know. I was just kind of
Yeah, you're supposed to like self-flagellate and be like, oh God, Jesus did so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I wasn't really religious when I was watching it. Yeah,
No.
I guess you have to be religious.
Yeah,
Like
you'd
it.
have to be. I mean, I don't know. Like, there's a lot of interesting stuff to the Jesus story. There's more to him than just like the crucifixion, but you know.
Do you think he was a real person
Yeah.
who just had big, tall tails, or that
Well,
everyone believed, or
I don't know. I don't really know.
like he just walked around doing like the thumb trick, like? Ooh, ooh, ooh.
I think
like,
there
"Oh."
probably was a Jesus who probably did get executed, like in a very similar fashion. Obviously, he didn't do miracles, but he probably was crucified. There are Roman records of a Jesus from that time where Pontius Pilate was governor. So I mean, he existed to some extent.
Yeah,
But
that's what I'm saying.
he-
Just like a blown out, like
No, of course he didn't.
blown out story.
Because the thing is, I think people just wrote about him, or his story wasn't even written down for like the longest time, like. So he easily could have, someone just added the magic shit.
Yeah, Mary totally cheated on Joseph.
Oh, yeah, totally.
She totally made that story up.
Mm-hmm. So no wonder
Because if she told the truth, she's dead.
Yeah,
she had to make up a lie like for
Jesus
her life.
probably was black.
Probably.
Yeah.
You think he was?
Well, I bet Joseph wasn't.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm making that Joseph was a cuckold joke.
Think there was cucks back then?
Yeah, big time.
There was a cucks back then.
Dude, people were degenerate as fuck. I don't think that is any different. This one guy that's always on Joe Rogan, Dr. Chris Ryan, he thinks humans were natural cucks, and that's what we used to. Yeah, he has this thing called
Natural cucks.
Well, he didn't.
No way.
He wouldn't put it like that. He didn't put it like that. But basically, in his
Monkeys
book,
do it?
yeah, Sex
Monkeys
Before
like
Dawn.
to watch monkeys fuck.
Well, because like it's supposed to get you excited because this concept called sperm competition, this is kind of how porno works in general. So you see people fucking, and then you get all excited because like you want to put your sperm in there to compete against the other person's sperm.
The fuck?
Yeah, I know. And a funny thing about our dicks is that it plunges, so it kind of like sucks out the other sperm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it moves the other guy's soldiers out, and then yours deploy.
It's a really,
Yeah,
it's a really funny way to think about that.
I know. And I guess
It's like a chess match.
basically it's like your sperm go to battle. Do 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 do
You
do.
suck out his soldiers and yours deploy.
Yeah,
Very tactical.
and then so Dr. Cuck Ryan thinks that everyone wants to watch their girlfriend get reamed.
That's not true.
No, that's so disgusting. I remember my black friends like, "What do you think about that?" I'm all like, "What do you
Jesus.
think I think about that, Corey?" Obviously, it's a Jewish conspiracy.
What do you think I think about that, Corey?
Well, because Corey liked to show people disgusting porno, And like I remember he showed me this like weird like news reporter porn from Japan.
What?
So like imagine, you know how like you ever watch a news report and there's always a news lady reading off a teleprompter in her little business suit and everything?
Yeah.
So there's a Japanese woman, looks like it. Can you not make noise?
I need to scratch this lottery ticket though.
Here, put it right up to the mic.
I'm not a winner.
Hear that, kids? Anyway, so imagine this Japanese lady reading the news like normally, like,
hello,
I bishu, blah 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 blah, and then a guy will come up to her, put his leg over on the desk, and just jizz in her face.
What the fuck?
And she'll stone faced, just sit there, and the guy will just go, ugh, and you know will glaze her fucking glasses, and then she'll go back to reading the news, and another guy will come into frame.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
that's a thing.
Yes. Then I showed him Brazilian.
That's really funny, actually.
Yeah, then I showed him Brazilian fart porn, which was something I heard on South Park, which I didn't think was real because I heard it on South Park. But because Randy mentioned the Japanese girls throwing up on each other porn, I knew that was real. So I'm all like, well, maybe. And then it turned out Brazilian fart porn was real. Wow, I'm saying that pretty loud.
There's a rule, the internet rule. What's that internet rule?
34.
Rule 34? Yeah.
That's the one that there's porn of everything.
Like, if you can think of it, there's a porno about it.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Dude, I had a friend. I was at IHOP once.
Oh, jeez.
And I was just sitting there waiting for my delicious pancakes. And my black roommate was like, hey, check this out, though. And he hands his phone over. And it's this guy, like, just fucking this dog missionary style. Like, he's holding the dog's feet.
Oh, no.
And he's just, like, boning this dog. And the dog's on its back looking like it's totally enjoying it. Like, it's all consensual and everything. Like, the dog wasn't fighting. And the camera zooms out. And you see this other guy, like, jacking off over the dog. And then he just pulls the phone away. It's just, like, bobbing his head. Like, yeah.
And that was live action?
Yeah. I was like, what the fuck was that? Why do you have that on your phone? Why'd you show me that at IHOP in public?
What am I supposed to think about you?
Send me that video.
For later. I need to review this. That's horrible. I don't even know if I'm going to leave that in the podcast.
Leave that in the podcast.
Every time I say, I don't know if I'm going to leave that in the podcast.
Leave it in the podcast.
I always leave it in the podcast.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
But you are going to need some sort of warning.
Yeah, this is a bad episode. I'm glad I didn't tell my boss about this.
Oh, I would never tell my boss about this.
Oh, God, no. Could you imagine? You'd never get hired anywhere.
No. Well, hell no.
Oh, man, some of the shit you've said, and who knows what, like, because you never know what people are sensitive about.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, like if someone had raped their dog.
My dog was raped.
I know. Like, she just went out, she got outside one night, and she came back with her collar around her ankles.
Jesus Christ. Poor dog.
Found her in the gutter.
Oh, my God. Anything else you want to talk about?
Oh, we're only 44 minutes in. We got plenty of time.
Do I smell like B.O.?
You do. You smell like you have bad feet. You change your socks every day.
I work in boots.
Every
single day.
You need to buy a second pair of boots, and you need to take your current boots and put them in the freezer because that'll kill the germs in them.
That'll work?
Yes, that'll kill the germs that are making them stink.
I don't have a freezer to put them in, though.
What do you pour?
No, but my girlfriend's dad, he has it, like, stocked full of...
Oh, stuff. Okay.
Like, TV dinner trays and ice and this and that.
Well...
If he opens it up and sees two dirty boots in there, he's gonna be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's all over your fucking...
God damn it, I let this kid live in my house.
That really sucks. How does he feel about that? Like, do you feel like a stranger?
No, I don't know if he cares or not.
Well, that's kind of weird.
He just stays in one room. He doesn't really leave.
Maybe,
I don't know. He's probably annoyed as shit by me.
Yeah, probably making all that noise.
I'm a good boy. I'm a quiet boy.
You think when I make noise, I don't even like remember it. Like I don't even think about it. Like I moan when I take a piss. So I'm like,
why? Oh, I do that too.
Oh, no, but everyone can hear that apparently.
I think I do that. I've been holding it in for a long time. I think I do that.
Yeah, I know. You're just like,
why did your girlfriend say something?
Yeah, she's just like, why do you do that? Why do you do that? Is that necessary? I remember one time she's like, why are your farts so bad? Like, what are you doing?
I wonder if hope no one hears me moan in the back. Oh.
Yeah, now you're thinking about it, huh?
Yeah, now I am thinking about it. It's been so many times.
Yeah.
That's really funny.
Oh, so everybody, I found Jeff's episode of Stager Invasion.
Oh, fuck, yeah. You posted on that on Facebook, too.
I know, I'm so sorry. I posted it just on your wall, though, not on the podcast page.
No, I don't really give a shit all that much. But I thought, because I tried finding it once myself, and...
I just put Risser. Oh, that's his last name, but everybody.
And, now that you know.
Yeah, no. Well, everyone knows my last name. Fuck you. Just put Risser Stager Invasion. And, like, I did not have to look that far for it.
Really?
Yeah.
I couldn't find it when I tried looking for it.
And I'm all like, is that them? Is that really them? And it's like, yeah, that's your mom. That's your dad.
Did you watch the whole thing?
No, I just skipped through. I was just looking. I just wanted to see what you look like. And I saw your fucking Justin Bieber hair.
It was not Justin Bieber hair.
No,
it was just long, greasy.
He had Carl from The Walking Dead hair.
Yeah, but Carl's hair is like, he uses Head and Shoulders, so his hair looks all clean and sexy.
Yeah, yours just looks so like
just natty.
Like you look like a dirty dog I didn't want to pet.
But now I'm a beautiful dog, right?
Yeah, I'd pet you.
With stinky feet.
With stinky feet. That is like, he's all like, he comes in the hallway. Man, it's so musty in here.
It is that hallway does smell funky.
It's the old people. They die all the time. They're like always moving a corpse out like every week.
Is there how many deaths is there really?
Probably like at least I bet like one a month.
Why don't you have any guest parking here? You think
because
old people would have guest parking? Or
no, they don't. No. Well, it's because fuck you. That's why.
Oh yeah.
We don't have room for that. We could fit in regular parking. There's extra spaces, but you have to pay for them.
Huh.
It sucks. In fact, like I don't even know what I'd do if I had a car. Like I don't know where I'd fucking put it.
Get a moped.
That would be cool. There used to be a moped shop like right there, like right down the street.
Yeah. Like
$2,000 it could have a moped.
Just buy used one. I got a used one for $700.
Really?
Anyways.
How's
it feel to be friends with a celebrity?
That's pretty cool. You're on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't cool. It was pretty weird.
Yeah, it looked weird.
I hated it.
And then they're all doing like all their fucking stage stuff. It's like, come on, people, let's the host looks so slappable. Like the lady.
Lisa or Linda?
Yeah, like Linda. Oh, she looks so annoying.
She was nice, I guess. I don't really remember.
Well, she was probably busy like yelling at people to do stuff.
Probably. They didn't even do anything. They just, because most of those house shows, like, they do some big time construction on people's houses. But, they just moved our furniture around.
That's it?
Yeah, they just moved, like, the couch from there to here. And, that was it.
Well, the whole point of shows like that is that they cost nothing to make. And dummies watch them. Because it's like, oh, it's a flipping house tip. Because everyone thought they were going to be rich from that. No one will be anything. Man, they are still having fun up there.
They're having a lot of fun up there.
Man, we should, join in.
No, we shouldn't. You can go join in.
I'll be accepted by them.
No, you wouldn't.
You'd be surprised. I have good rapport with black people.
No, you don't.
I do. They think I'm funny.
How many black friends do you have?
Currently none, but I've historically always had at least a few, which is way more than most white guys. So.
I'm trying to think of how many black friends I've had.
Oh, the guy that showed you the dog sex.
Yeah. There's my roommate.
Mr. Joe, or whatever his name was.
Nate. That was his name.
Really?
Yeah. I think that's, I've only had one black friend.
There, it's precious.
Some black acquaintances.
It's nice. I was in love with a black girl.
Were you really?
Yeah, over the internet, on Guy Online.
You're fucking with me? What's happening right now?
When I was in high school, I did not go outside very much. Well, I had friends. I went outside, but I didn't really do much but use the internet. And I used to use Guy Online, which is like this stupid, lame-ass anime site. It's like a little forum thing, and it had like a little avatar like that you could buy items for. And yeah, and there was like games you could play on it. So lame. But I met this girl, and she was a girl. I got her number, we ended up talking, but she lived in Las Vegas.
Oh.
Yeah. But I was so in love with her. Oh my god, she was the one. It was so pathetic, and I got like jealous of like every single guy she talked about.
Wait, hold up. So, what site was this you met on?
On Gaia Online.
Gaia Online?
Gaia.
Gaia Online? And you make an avatar?
Yeah.
So, is it like RuneScape?
Not really. It was just like forums, and like your little avatar thing was like on all your forum posts. And I used to do like these little like role play things where like you'd write out what your character does and all that gay ass shit. It's super lame, and anyone that knows anything about Gaia Online is just like, oh my god, what a fag. But yeah, I never I don't tell anyone about this. But, well, I usually don't tell people.
Tell anyone about this on the podcast.
What I mean is I don't tell anyone about this. I haven't for a while. I had to work up to this because it's super fucking embarrassing. And I was on that for a while. Like, I started using it in middle school, and I just, like, kept using it. And it was just so lame.
This is like RuneScape.
Yeah, it's like RuneScape. What's another one like that?
So you didn't even know what this girl actually looked like?
Oh, yeah, I did.
You just
We're
knew her
Facebook
avatar.
friends.
Oh, you are? Still Facebook friends?
No, God, no. I stopped talking to her. After a while. After I met Annika, I was like, I can't. Like, I stopped talking to her for a while. But then she called me. It's like, look, I don't have anyone else in my life. I have ovarian cysts. Like, she had benign tumors, like, in her fucking...
What the...
Yeah, it really sucked. She was, like, only, like, 2 years older than me. But I was so hung up on this girl. Like, I was just so in love with her. But, you know, like, we mainly just talked over the internet or through text. But she was someone I was, like, always talking to. And it was just such a dark, low point in my life.
Why is it dark and low?
Because it was just so stupid. It's like, if I had just, like, went out for a jog once in a while, and maybe if I had talked to a girl, this is like during my Elliot Rodger days, too.
Just hit out?
Yeah, just like, you know, like being super misogynistic. I said some horrific things to her. I was like a super asshole atheist, too. You know? Yeah, so like, and she was like a Catholic, and...
Oh, God.
Yeah, so I'd be like, oh, that's so... stupid. The fucking religion is the most stupidest thing in the world, and we need to destroy it. And it's just the most like, you know, who would ever want to hang out? And like, no wonder this girl never wanted to like be anywhere with you, even like on an internet relationship level, because you were insufferable. You douche, Levi.
Yeah. Fucking Levi.
I hate myself from that time, and that was only a couple years ago. But yeah, it was a really sad way to spend your fucking your teenage years. But, you know, I still did regular teenage stuff. But in my spare time, if I wasn't playing a game, I was on Gaia. And I was texting that girl.
That's deep, man.
It's not deep. It's
beautiful.
Stupid. I hate it.
Levi's opening up his heart to the world.
I hate that. I wish I could go back in time and beat myself up. It's like, what's wrong with you?
No, we all those
and,
moments.
And black girls, yeah, and another time in high school, this black girl, not Lori, but this other chick, you know that Avril Lavigne song, hey, hey, you, I don't like your girlfriend.
Yeah.
You know, if a girl lip syncs that song to you, that's a go.
Why?
Because if a girl's like, hey, I want to be your girlfriend, you know, a girl that had no interest in you like that at all, that like would not do that. Because it would be like, ugh, I don't want to give that creep the wrong idea.
Yeah.
So the fact that like that was kind of like a hint, if you will.
Yeah.
And I totally like went right over my head. I never did anything with that chick. And she was a skinny, decent looking black girl. Just had some acne, but was fine for me. I don't need them with a high self-esteem anyway.
Oh, jeez.
Can't work with that.
Just give her some Proactive.
Yeah, whatever. That doesn't always work.
Did you have bad acne in high school?
No, actually I had pretty good acne. I had backney.
Backney? I didn't have really
Backney
any
and
acne.
acne, but not very much. And not very bad. I mean, I'd get the occasional, I still get the pimple. I mean, I got one right here, but...
I rarely get one. I'm perfect.
I was pretty good. I was pretty lucky.
Yeah.
Annika had a pretty bad fight with acne when she was a teenager.
She's going to have a pretty bad fight with you, too, now that you're telling about it on the podcast.
Yeah, I know.
You're going to get your ass kicked, boy.
I know. She's like, hey, she feels super bad about it, too. I shouldn't even... Poor Annika. She didn't deserve that. She's beautiful. You are beautiful.
You're beautiful.
You're
beautiful. It's true.
Oh, God.
Do you like my singing?
It's better than mine.
Oh.
I have terrible singing. I can't sing a song.
Sing something right now.
I can't remember lyrics.
Sing
Sing a song. No, I can't.
What's that from?
I don't know. It's some
You have to keep
70s
singing,
song.
so I know that
I
song.
don't remember it.
Oh well. How's that Walking Dead?
Oh, God.
Awesome again?
You know, I'm really getting real fucking tired of this bullshit show. You know?
Yeah, I've been real tired of this bullshit show.
This season, it's fucking one step forward, two steps back. They are pacing this as slowly as possible, dragging out every little goddamn thing. Nothing is happening at like an acceptable pace.
What's happening? Negan die yet?
No.
Carl die yet? Did he?
No.
Oh.
That only happens in the comics.
Oh.
The governor does that in the comics.
I thought Negan did it.
No, the governor. Governor was a way bigger asshole in the comics. Way bigger.
Bigger than Negan?
Well, pretty much. He rapes Michonne. Like, he has her, like, tied up and chained up in a fucking, like, shed somewhere. And he like, rapes her, and he has, like, a speculum and all this other fucked up shit. Like, these gynecologist tools and does all this shit to her. She, though, gets out, and she gets a hold of him. She, like, hammers his arm, like, his hands, like, into a board. And, like, yeah, and she puts him, like, in this, like, crouched, like, position. And she takes a spoon, and it kind of looks like it was up his ass.
Ew.
And she just kind of, like, twisted it sideways out.
Scooped out all the shit.
And then she used that spoon, and she fucking pops out one of his eyes with it.
Ugh.
Yeah, the fucking comic is brutal.
Is it still going?
Yeah, comic's still going.
Jesus Christ. It's been going for years.
It's been going on since 2003.
That's a long ass time.
I was 10 in 2003, people.
That's a long ass time.
It is a long ass time. The comic's pretty good, though. I'll always recommend the comic.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I mean, it's just the show. God damn, does something need to happen already? It's like, oh, it's gonna be war. I have a feeling it's not gonna be war until next fucking year. And I'm kind of sick of that shit.
Yeah, they drag it out pretty long.
And it's not. I mean, it's one thing when all the episodes are on Netflix and you can just like binge watch all of them. But when you gotta wait week to week and then a year. You know?
That sucks.
And then 2 months in the middle of the season, you know, because fuck you. And it's just like, why did I even wait for all? Like, I hope they're taking some notes from this season because they pissed off a lot of people and they haven't had ratings this low
for a long time.
Yeah, since season 3. So I really hope they take the fucking message here.
Yeah.
Not to fuck with people anymore. Because I know they're probably all like, and then we're gonna just build it up. And keep things so, you know, just like low key. And then at the very end, in the last 5 minutes of the last episode of this season, we're going to have something cool happen. And then they're going to lose their shit. And then for the next year, we're going to build up hype again. And it's just like, don't do that again. Don't. Just make a good show. Quit trying to do gimmicks. You know, Quit getting me excited and then just cock teasing me.
Is there like a cliffhanger right now or a suspenseful thing that you're waiting for?
I don't think anything's going to happen.
Is the show going to end when the comic ends? Or is it just going to end? I heard it's ending soon.
Well, the comic is never going to end according to
go on
Robert.
Forever.
Yeah,
1,000 years from now, it's still going on.
Yeah, the guy said if they'll keep letting me do it, I'll just keep doing whatever.
Don't you run out of ideas though? Don't you get bored of doing the same thing?
He said it'll get retarded if it has to get retarded.
It'll get retarded if it has to get retarded.
Yeah, he didn't say that, but he means like he'll still take aliens into it. He said he'll keep, you know, he'll pull something out of his ass.
It's pretty funny.
So they'll probably keep doing the show, and you know, if you could have the show without Rick, or if you could have the show without
Carl.
You could have the show about Carl. He sucks.
I heard everyone hates Carl.
Yeah,
Carl?
he was a good actor when he was like
Carl.
a tween. He was doing okay, but then he just turned into a string bean with no personality. So
I hate his fucking hair.
His hair fucking sucks, and it's like the worst hair. Everyone has the worst hair for the zombie apocalypse.
Cut that shit off, bitch.
Yeah, you're gonna get yanked into a fucking hallway full of zombies.
Yeah.
By your gay ass hair.
Gay, stupid fucking Head and Shoulders hair.
I know.
How's he keeping that shit so clean and fluffy in the zombie apocalypse?
I know. Everyone would have dandruff and bad teeth.
And smell bad.
Well, I mean, at Alexandria, they actually have showers, like where they live, because it's like these model homes that were made for like government employees.
How are they getting water?
Something pumps.
Down.
It's like self-sustaining.
Hmm.
Yeah, something self-sustaining.
What would you do if
Zombies attacked?
zombies are attacked, or we just went to some apocalyptic shit?
Well, like last time I said I'd shoot myself and my entire family. But if I was going to survive it, I mean, if I had a mind to survive
Wait, we already talked about this?
Yeah.
Zombie apocalypse?
Not zombie apocalypse.
Okay, zombie apocalypse, what'd you do?
Just let the rednecks take care of it. I mean, if it gotten
Just
so
let
bad,
the rednecks take care of it. That's your plan?
Yeah. They'll do it. They'll take care of it.
No. Well, if they get infected, then what? What's their plan B then?
All right. If it was up to me, I don't know. Like, here's the thing. We're in LA. It's kind of this is like the worst place to ever be, because if you don't have a boat or something, you're not going to be able to escape by land. That's totally why Bill Burr learned how to fucking fly a helicopter. His paranoid ass. And, because the fucking highways are going to get choked up. So that's just going to be a big fucking zombie buffet.
Yeah.
So what do? And then, obviously, after 5 days with no water, all the fucking people are going to go crazy. So I think there's gonna be racial gangs, obviously, that are gonna get really big, and there's gonna be like just tribes of people kind of sticking together, and they might raid each other and all that crap. It might get pretty hairy. So it might be better to be in a large group, because like in real life, like I said before on our first discussion of The Walking Dead, zombies really aren't that dangerous to humans.
No, they're not. Unless
everyone was getting sick and only like 1/10 of people were surviving, and the other ninths were like coming back as zombies. Then everyone else had like a cold. It'd be like, then yeah, it'd kind of be a threat. But because it's not like that, because you have to get killed by a zombie. I mean, I could shoot a lot of fucking zombies, especially at zombie range.
Yeah.
It'd be a reason to have fucking more than 10-round magazines, government, but...
We should start the Jeff and Levi tribe.
This Jeff and Levi tribe.
And survive.
Yeah,
I would go underground, like a gopher.
Stick
my head out every now and then, make sure the coast is clear, go get some food, dive back into my hole.
Yep, stay out of there. Yeah, that would work, I guess, for a while. I mean, because you live in Acton, that's a good place, not too many people. Kind of spread out.
Yeah, there's a bunch of old racist people.
That's fine. During an emergency, old racists are who you want to be around.
Have you ever experienced blatant public racism before? Because I live in a redneck town. I'm for 12 years, and I've only experienced that once. But apparently it's happening all the time on the news. Every day it's happening.
I haven't seen someone that wasn't related to me act all racist. I haven't ever seen that. I don't know. I don't really see a lot of minorities. Because I don't see I just don't because Mexicans aren't really a minority in California. No. And then I've never seen anyone be too racist. That doesn't mean it doesn't happen, but because obviously no one's going to be racist to me.
I was in the bar once, and I was just sitting there, and the bartender was talking about this Taco Bell that the town was considering building. There's a bunch of old white people there, and they're like, we don't need no Taco Bell. There's enough beaners in this town as there is.
They eat Taco Bell.
And I looked around real quick because I thought this guy was gonna get jumped, because there's Mexicans that go in that bar frequently. But he was lucky, man. There's not one Mexican in there that day. It was all white people. But other than that, I've never experienced or seen.
I've Well, your mom made some very suspicious pointing gestures towards the black delivery guy, the FedEx guy.
Oh my god, no, she didn't.
But, no, I'm kidding. Your mom never did that.
I was gonna say, she wouldn't do that. It's like, oh god. She's talking about listening to one of our podcasts.
I know, she's gonna probably. No, I hope she'd know better. I'm a potty mouth. She knows I'm a potty mouth.
You are.
Me and his mom worked together. I was actually his mom's friend first.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he got a job there, and then we fell in love.
Yeah. That's the story.
Yeah.
Now we're making podcasts together.
Yep, pretty soon we'll be raising Asian babies together.
Yeah, but don't tell Annika or Courtney.
Or his mom.
Or my mom.
She can't handle another one.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. It took me a second. You fuck.
I know.
That's pretty funny, though. I'm hot, dude. I'm, like, sweating my balls off.
Yeah, dude, you drank like 2 monsters. You're fucking probably tweaking out now.
I am tweaking out, kind of.
All right.
Heart palpitations.
Do you still have some more energy you need to get out? Because it's like 7:30. We're pushing an hour and 10 minutes here.
It's up to you. I can't really think of anything to talk about, though.
Yeah. I kind of talked about what I want to talk about. It went pretty dark this episode.
Very dark.
Yeah, like child and animal rape.
Yeah.
Plus other stuff.
2 of Levi's favorite things.
Yeah, no, they're not. Oh.
What?
I got beef with you, faggot.
What?
You know when you said, like, oh yeah, Levi's nodding yes. You know when I said I didn't do cocaine on the last podcast?
Oh, yeah?
And Annika was all like, Oh,
did you?
Yeah, she totally thought like I did cocaine at one point. And I have never done cocaine.
Yeah, no, I was completely joking when I said
know.
that.
And she's all like, well, how am I supposed to know? The way he talks. I'm like, well, it is a comedy podcast, but I guess you're right.
That's really funny.
I know.
I'm going to try and get you in trouble more.
Yeah. You could just leave a hickey on my neck. My girlfriend would just be like, where's that from?
Don't do that.
Don't. That's how I know I'm 100% straight, because if a guy ever did that to me, I think I'd fucking gouge his eyes out.
Dude, I had a friend. Kissing other guys these days isn't like as weird as it used to be, apparently. Because I've heard a lot of people tell me stories like, yeah, dude, I kissed a guy. Like, I made out with a guy at a party once. Like, it's no big deal. I'm like, what the fuck? But my friend was sitting there talking to someone. I wasn't there. I was at work. I wish I was there, though. And the guy was like, have you ever kissed another dude before? And my friend was like, no. Why would I do that? I'm straight. He's like, well, what are you, homophobic? Like, there's nothing weird about it. And he grabs my friend by the head and, like, kisses him right on the mouth. And, like, puts his head, like, just...
Yeah,
it's weird. He just, like, backed off. And my friend was just, like, standing there like, what the fuck?
Now do I do?
Yeah. But, dude, if someone did that to me, I'd be pissed off.
I'd have to... It'd get real prisony for somebody there.
Like, rapey prisony, or...
No, like stabby prisony.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And then I guess my life would be really prisony after that.
No, I'd be pissed off if someone did that to me.
Yeah, I mean, you're not
I
supposed
asked
to
him,
do
like,
that.
did you, like, punch him or something? Like, what the fuck? He's like,
what do you
no,
do?
I just kind of... I didn't... Like, I think he was in shock or something.
Because what can you do?
Fight the mother... What do you mean?
Well, yeah, but then you're going to get in trouble, and you're going to go to jail, and you're going to get fired.
So you're supposed to let random strangers just fucking grab you by the head and kiss you?
Obviously not. But
what if they have, like, HIV or something?
You're not going to get HIV from that.
Or AIDS.
You could get... It's the same thing. And you'd get herpes is what you could get.
What if he just got jizz on his face and he didn't wipe it off and my friend didn't know?
Yeah, I know.
So now...
He's a herpetologist. He'll be studying herpetology.
The guy's just walking around with jizz on his face like he doesn't even care.
Yeah. Oh my god, drop that subject. No, you should beat his ass, because you know what? That's assault. That's still sexual assault.
Yeah.
If you did that to a woman, if a cop saw you did that...
Your
yes.
ass is grass if you did that to a chick.
So, I think you would be in your... I mean, definitely don't, like, curb stomp them and yell faggot repeatedly.
Oh, no.
Obviously, that's not going to work.
Well, I do yell faggot, but I wouldn't curb stomp no one.
Yeah, no, don't even yell faggot. Like, don't do that.
How could you not yell faggot in that situation?
Because that's a hate word. You can't. I mean, I know I would.
It's just going to be a natural, like, that word is coming out no matter what.
I am what I am.
Faggot.
I know. I'm a straight cis white male. The words come out. Because people don't understand, like, racial slurs and, like, sexuality slurs. That's a feeling I have. It's a feeling. And you can tell me not to say the word, blah, 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 but I will have that feeling. Like, when that guy, like, if some guy came up and kissed me, I'd get the, you fucking faggot feeling.
Yeah.
And I could say, oh, you bad person, or whatever. But it's still...
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I wouldn't know what to do in that situation.
Yeah,
What if I liked it?
Yeah, then you'd have to really...
What if I was like, you know what? That wasn't so bad.
Yeah, you're right. You know what? That was the right thing to do. I guess... Wow. Oh,
Try this out more often. Huh. Let's do some butt stuff next.
Yeah, that's not gay. Just don't make eye contact.
Just say no homo.
Oh, God. I had one more thing that I thought was funny, but then I forgot about it.
What was it? Tell me.
It was... Oh, God, I'm not going to be able to think about it. What was it? Fuck. Yeah, that's gone.
What was it, Levi?
It's gone.
Now I have to know.
I forgot.
God damn it.
It was, oh, God, what the fuck was it? It was,
Something sexual.
What were we talking about?
Talking about kissing other guys.
Kissing other guys.
And how we like it.
Then I wanted to... Series of Unfortunate Events. I watched that.
Okay.
It's dumb and terrible.
The Netflix show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it retroactively made me think less of the books.
Did you read the books?
Yeah, as a kid, I did.
I did too. I don't remember them.
And then I'm like remembering stuff from it. I'm like, yeah, this was retarded. Why did I think this was real?
I liked the movie back in the day with
The
Jim
movie,
Carrey.
yeah, that wasn't too bad. It's a shame. You know, that movie was successful too. No one wrote another script for it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
it was weird.
Like they could have made another couple movies. So I don't know. Like I could watch. I got to like the second part of the reptile room, and I'm like, this is annoying and dumb.
Yeah.
And these fucking kids cannot act.
Yeah. I don't like Snicket popping up every 5 seconds.
Yeah, and being like in this word, in a word which here means.
Yeah.
Which I got sick of that in the book.
I don't even remember that.
That was from the book, like every fucking line. So I don't know. It was. I don't know.
Yeah. Me and my girlfriend were all pumped to watch it, and we got to the same part you did, the fucking reptile room part.
And it loses steam real fast.
And then we're just like, we just stopped.
I know, I couldn't even watch
Wasn't the snake in the book this huge ass fucking like...
It was a big ass fucking thing.
Titan boa fucking thing?
Yeah, but it was still not dangerous.
But in the TV show, it's just like a regular snake size...
Snake.
Well,
I remember it was dangerous. Or, well, it wasn't dangerous.
I remember it was supposed to be fucking gigantic or something like that.
It could have been. The book was good, though. I remember the book.
How did that book end?
They solved the murder because
parents are still alive, right?
Oh, no. The book ends very, spoiler alert. Count Olaf does one nice thing because he got poisoned by a mushroom that was in this previous book where when they're on a submarine, and they're all on this raft on this island, and they leave the island with a baby whose mom had just died giving birth to the baby. So the orphans leave on a boat.
So now it's 2 babies?
Well, the baby is like a young child by this point in the book.
Oh.
And they sail off into the mist, and with unresolved fates with another new orphan.
That's it?
That's it. So... And Count Olaf dies of a mushroom poisoning, but he did one nice thing before he died, which was help deliver the baby.
Huh.
Yeah, so he did one nice thing, and then he died.
What else is good on Netflix?
Did you ever watch 0 Hour? Told you about that?
Oh, fuck, no, I forgot about that.
Oh, dude, you have to watch that. There's also a 0 Hour about the Chernobyl thing, about this whole plant.
Chernobyl.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking sick. What else is good?
Isn't there...
What?
So there's... Once Chernobyl happened, there's still like all this radioactivity shit going on, right?
Yeah, it's going
on. And it's
down.
not safe to live in?
Nope.
No, how are all these animals okay just living?
Well, they're not really okay. They're all kind of fucked up.
Are they?
Yeah, they're like blind and stuff, a lot of them.
3 legs?
Yeah. And well, some of them are okay. I mean, they're all right. I wouldn't eat them, but, you know, they're resilient. Because, like, at one point, it was so deadly, nothing could live there.
Huh.
Now, it's like, I wouldn't hang around.
Isn't it supposed to be safe in like 1,000 years or shit like some?
50,000 years.
50,000 years?
Yeah,
It's supposed to be
50,000 years.
safe. I thought it was like 1,000 years.
No, that's the half-life of the radiation or whatever. It's about 50,000 years. Yeah, what's really fucked up is the Fukushima plant that's gonna slowly poison the whole ocean.
What's the story behind that?
Well, this big typhoon earthquake thing happened at this plant in Fukushima, Japan, and it caused a gigantic radiation leak, which spilled a bunch of radioactive waste into the Pacific Ocean. I'm sorry, the Pacific Ocean. And over time, it slowly, or seemingly rapidly, is going to make the ocean radioactive. On top of the whole fact that all the
God,
plastic...
we're gonna have some sea monsters swimming around.
Well, probably not, because we're overfishing everything. And seals are washing up dead on beaches, starved to death.
We have all sorts of problems going on.
Well, it's people, man. We need to be ended. Or we need to be like, hey, we should maybe chill out on the whole...
No, we're never going to chill out.
I know, it's like...
We're just going to keep going, baby.
Alright, well, I think we went hard enough. We're about an hour and 20 minutes into this bitch. So, everyone, I hope you had a good night. Had a fun time with us. I know me and Jeff had fun.
Oh, yeah, I had fun today.
And I was significantly nicer to you on this podcast.
You were. You're a meanie last time.
Well, you kept making noise.
I was trying to fix my phone.
I know, but it irritated me, and I was listening back to that. I was so hard on Jeff.
No,
I felt so bad for you. It's like, he's so nice to me.
No, you're fine.
And I'm just so hard on him, you know.
Don't worry, I still love you, baby.
Like I'm your older brother or something. I treat you horrible. Even though I think, how old are you?
23.
I am older than you.
You are older.
You were born in 1993.
Yeah.
I can be as much of a dick as I want to you then. Whatever then.
Good deal.
I am older than you. That's nice.
Wait, we need to sign off before we go. Jeff and the Salad Man signing off.
Oh man, I gotta publish that Emmett podcast. I can tell you what I thought about the salad.
Okay.